Hi, I'm Artur Krupinski,
And I'm Natalia Krupinski.
and we're the owners of Artur Krupinski Family Vineyard and Estate.
So our journey began on our honeymoon. We went to the south of France and thought we would go around, drive around and tried a few little family-run vineyards that we saw. There was one that caught our eye.
It was a beautiful generational vineyard, 3 generations deep. The owner himself didn't speak a word of English, but it was effectively himself and his son tending to the whole vineyard. The wines were beautiful, the hospitality was great, and it was something that we really just kind of fell in love with.
From that moment on, it's always been sort of in our mind, wouldn't it be lovely to run our own family vineyard one day? We weren't looking, but this opportunity came up to start, and so here we are.
There's a funny notion amongst our family that you're not seriously settled down until you have a piece of land. So, we traveled the country extensively for work. We moved 7 times in 7 years, and it was just a situation where we were stuck in the suburbs, and maybe it was time for us to look for land. We were probably hunting for maybe 3 months, perhaps. And then we stumbled upon the ad for this place, and driving up the hill, we didn't know what to expect. We pulled in, and then we saw the view, the way that the vineyard laid out, and I'd say that we were hooked from that very first moment. Winter of 21, we officially moved in. Just by coincidence or timing, winter is a great time to start into a vineyard because that's the start point of the journey of vines and great production. We ploughed ourselves into it head first, and we ended up doing a lot of the work ourselves, which was great, but it was a bit of a spiral effect where you were constantly learning, but always constantly a little bit anxious as to what's to come. It was our very first season. Everyone's asking about what type of yield you're going to get, so we were humbled about any positive that came from it. It was an unbelievably wet year as well, which means here in Queensland for this region, very severe fungus pressure. So there was constant times of the tractor getting bogged and just trying to put these sprays on to protect the grapes and the foliage. So when we got to that harvest point, it was a mad rush to book in people. It was our friends and family that chipped in, and we finally were able to harvest these beautiful grapes, which turned out to be lovely wines.
And that's probably when we knew that was our calling.
Yeah.
We can do this.
So the varieties that we have here in the vineyard were planted about 15 to 17 years ago by the previous owner. And whilst we're planning on planting more this coming year and in the future, we thought it was very important that we honour the varieties that we currently have. So the 6 that we have, 2 whites, a Verdelho and a Chardonnay, 4 reds, Shiraz, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc. In terms of the different wine making techniques and the styles of wine that we wanted to go for, we definitely wanted something that expressed who we are from a cultural perspective, but also from an age perspective. And if you work hard out there, you will reap good quality grapes, which only will help you in making good quality wine.
And the style of wine that we're making is actually quite modern European now as well. So it's great that we can channel that through and showcase that style of wine. Our greatest passion probably is trying to bring out our Polish culture to other people. I think it's just always it's deep in us. It's exciting to share.
How it used to be, or how our ancestors either worked the land or the conditions that they worked in. There's an unbelievably satisfying feeling for being so close to nature and being able to yield all the hard effort. It is primal to a certain extent, but it's beautiful.
We've been there, jumped to the deep end, and now hopefully we can just keep on swimming.
I'm Artur.
I'm Natalia.
We're the owners of Artur Krupinski.
And we're excited to showcase our beautiful wines and culture to the region.
See you soon.